Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
I bow my head out to Allah, please make a way for me. Stabbed so many times in the back, protect the snakes for me. I just hope it ain't too late for me. I can't wait until morning comes so I can see the sun. So many dark clouds over my head, praying the rain is done. Yeah, sit around too many years, pain and suffering, it made me numb. Backs are in your ears, boy. Everywhere, should I knew I had to lose like already won. Yeah.
Rich Jones,
Going on, T Money?
like you about to freeze your nuts off, boy.
Man, got me in the basement, man. This will feel like ain't no heat down here, dog.
Hey, just like the Flint school system, huh? You feel
Man,
like you in the Flint school system,
I heard that. I
huh?
heard the boilers wasn't boiling.
You feel like you in the Flint school system. Shit, I heard they ain't got no water, man. No
No
heat
heat.
in none of
Yeah,
them damn schools, man. But they got the nerve to tell them babies they can't wear hoodies, but they freezing their nuts off, man. Come on, man. Make it make sense, man. Hey, Rich, I'm on here tonight with you, man.
three
I got
wrongs.
two things.
Listen, three wrongs don't make a right.
I got two
Uh,
things I want to talk about tonight. Hold on. Let me. Then you got the flow. I got two things I want to talk about tonight. I want to talk about the recall signatures bullshit game that's going on, and I want to talk about the Flint public school system, man. It's a failure, man. Go ahead, bro.
um, I hate to say it, but shit, the truth is in the is in the is
Oh,
they
I'm going in tonight. I ain't saying that last night when you was talking
they got
about it a little bit. I'm going in tonight.
receipts. I mean, it's receipts. Um, I'm not against what bad students have forced upon the school board, but y'all wasn't prepared to take these steps. Number one, if you're gonna take the phone from them, have a communications process set up to where parents can get a hold of their kids and kids don't have to stand out there on these freezing corners and buses ain't coming. So you gotta get everything lined up. And these hoodies, a young man, he said it. He said it. It was a problem because they need their hoodies in their classrooms. That's a damn shame. You telling kids you should have had your heating system updated by
First,
January 1st when these kids came back to school, and they should be walking into a toasty atmosphere to where they would we want to be able to wear a short sleeve shirt. They shouldn't
let me.
have it
Hey,
in no school.
hey, man. Let me just start right quick. I'm gonna go back, and then I'm gonna come forward.
Okay.
Um, about what we say about 2 years ago when they started closing all these schools, right?
Yeah.
Um, I came out. I did a show, and I called it Operation Fade Out the North Side of Flint, Michigan. I seen it coming back then because they was closing all the North Side schools, man. I seen it coming, right? So they was closing all the North Side schools, um, which giving parents no choice but to either stick with this. I'm gonna go ahead and say it, man. I'm sorry, Rich. With this fucked up system we got right now, or we was gonna have to send our kids to charter school or suburban schools. Okay, I seen it coming, right? So they closed, they closed all the schools, Northwestern, Central, um, North, you know what I'm saying? Faded out all the meccas of Flint, Michigan. All the schools I just named was meccas, going all the way back to the Flint Academy days. And they put all these I'm gonna say it, badass kids. I love them though. I love these badass kids. Um, in one school, which is Southwestern. Okay, so now you got two different cultures mixing together. You got the North Side culture and the South Side culture.
And
You
let
know,
me
traditionally.
let me cut you off.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Right
I
there.
got something to say. Go ahead.
Don't forget, you also have the ability of kids that live on Beecher to go to Flint school now. The freedom of
Yeah,
choice.
but,
This
we ain't talking about Beecher right now. We ain't talking about Beecher right now. We talking strictly Michigan, bro.
Another element of what you about to lead into. That's another circle of people. You see what I'm saying? So you can finish. I got you.
Okay, so where I was at. Okay. So we mixing all these different cultures in
In
one
one.
school. Okay. In one school, you putting all these kids in one school. I guess I got inside. Everything I'm telling you, I got inside information. Now I ain't gonna say the name, but they got a gang. They got two or three different gangs. They got some gangs on the north side. It ain't no secret, and some gangs on the south side. So this where they setting the kids up for failure at. Well, not to mention about the water crisis, which fucked up they learning ability at that point. So now we sending all these ADHD diagnosed kids in one fucking high school on the south side of Flint, Michigan. It's a disaster. It's a recipe for disaster, bro. You got different gang members from different sides of town going to this one school.
Um,
The water bad. The school is cold. In the summertime, I heard it's hot. In the wintertime, I heard it's cold. Um, that's a messed up learning environment, man. And then on top of all that, they taking the cell phones now and not letting them wear their hoodies. So, okay, I know where I was at. So I'm saying they ain't give us no choice but to either keep our kids in the fucked up Flint school system or send our kids to suburban schools or charter schools. And we already know the talent pool of Flint, Michigan mainly was called what, Rich? The north side? North side, right? So and you know, like I know, when you get the further you get into the playoffs in the state finals, you get more funding for your school. You see where I'm going with this?
I'm listening.
Go out to Grand Blanc. Go out to Davidson. Look at their campuses, man. Their campuses look like Michigan State or Central Michigan, man. Why? Because off the back of the North Side Afro American kids. You know what I'm saying? They're the athletes. They pushing them further to the playoffs so they get more funding. It was designed, man. They did this shit on purpose. And then the scragglers, the poor ones, they can't get their kids to Davis and Grand Blanc. They got to send them to Southwestern.
And all of the behavior issues are not welcome.
And culturally,
you're not welcome nowhere.
And culturally, listen, it's a culture shock. It's a clusterfuck, man. Because you got, like I said, you got these different gangs and teachers that don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna say it. I got inside information. Yesterday, some teachers did some bullshit at that school, man. And they exposed some other gang members to the other gang members, which caused a melee there, man. You know what I mean? And they don't care. The police just gonna snatch you up, take whoever to jail, take whoever home. They don't care, man. And where's the school board at, man? Why they didn't get these schools, like you said, doing this, at least during the Christmas break? Why they didn't get the heat up the par since they taking the hoodies? And then as far as the cell phones go, they need to put some type of system into place. Okay, because like coming from that bus going to the crib, anything can happen, right? So they need to put some type of lock box. When you coming out the door of the school bus, you can put a lock box, put your cell phone in that lock box. So when they get back on the bus, they got their cell phones back, right? Don't that make a lot of sense? Instead of
Yeah, man,
instead of they got instead they got to make it all the way
I
home with all
just,
these pedophiles and all these weird motherfuckers, all these sex traffickers and just weird people. Period, man. Or if they get jumped, and like Melissa said
it's,
yesterday, you know what I mean?
yeah, but Terrence, it's sad. It's sad that when they had freedom to carry these phones, that they abused the privilege, and it's sad that innocent
Man,
kids that know the
man,
right
this
things to do can't bring their phone to school,
man,
and
listen,
it's terrible that they don't have a second wave of communication. It's terrible.
man,
When
man,
we went
listen,
to school, there was no cell phone. We didn't have no
man,
cell
this.
phone.
Yeah, man, cause we was in the '80s and shit. This is 2023, man. They got to get with the times. Them kids need their cell phones, man. They need their motherfucking cell phones, man.
Yeah.
Listen, anything can happen. They can have a medical emergency. They could get jumped on. Jeffrey Dahmer type motherfucker get behind them when they walk home from school.
I'm
How
with
the
that.
hell is they gonna
I'm
get
with
help?
that. I
How is
agree.
they gonna how is they gonna get help, man? Like I say, they need to
I,
put the Flint. Listen, if y'all listening, Flint Public School Board, y'all need to implement some type of plan where when them kids get off that bus, it's a lockbox on their bus, or if they parents dropping them off, I understand they got to leave that in the parents' car. But the ones that catch the buses there, something need to be implicated. So when they get off the bus coming back
it's,
home,
they
they
should
still
lose
have
their
their cell
phone when they
phone.
go into their classrooms.
Yeah, but when they come
They
out, they
should
should
lose
have their
their
phones
phone when they
back.
go into their classroom.
But they should have their phones back soon as the bell ring.
As soon as they get out, yeah, in between classes,
Soon as
they
the
should
bell
have their
ring.
phone. Yeah.
Cause I'm pretty
But then
sure
once again, we got to get those. They got to
I
get
ain't
their rules and all that stuff together to make it happen. To
listen,
where it shouldn't even
listen,
got to this point.
listen. I'm pretty sure I ain't the smartest knife in the drawer, but I'm pretty sure that's some type of right violation not to be able to have a cell phone in a public school.
Ah,
I'm pretty
like I
sure.
said,
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's some type of violation, man. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's still gonna be melees. It's whatever is going on that they saying that the cell phones creating. It's still gonna happen. So get them babies their cell phone back, and like okay, they're about the hoodies, right? So just say in September you went out on your budget. You a single mama. You went out and bought your son or daughter 10 hoodies because y'all know traditionally it's cold in the school, right? Right? Okay, say I went out and bought them 10 hoodies. Like you can just throughout the year when you go in there, when you take your big coat off, just have your hoodie on, keep you warm. So now what they supposed to do? The poor parents they can't go um update this dress code.
you still there,
You get what I'm
Terrence?
going? You don't hear, man.
My
You can't hear
sound
me,
just
man.
went out.
Man, But anyway,
I'm
they can
finna
hear me,
go out and
man.
come back in because I can't hear you or nothing.
All right, but anyway, what about the people that can't
Okay,
upgrade
now you
the
back.
dress code?
You back.
You get you hear what I said, Rich? So what part you didn't hear me say? Did you hear me say about the hoodies? When the parents went and bought school clothes, they
Yeah,
bought like 10
I
hoodies
got.
because they knew it was cold in the school. So
That's
now
when.
now they can't afford to go
Yes,
buy no.
that's where it stopped at. That's where it stopped.
Okay, so all right. So what about the people, the parents, the single mothers that can't
You went out
upgrade
again.
the dress code? Man, that's you, man. It's your Wi-Fi, man. Just Hey, let me get it in, man. Let me get what I'm saying in while I want to get it in, man. You study stopping me, man. Anyway, what about them people that can't afford? So now they can't wear the hoodies to school.
And
So
my
now they
phone
gotta
on
get them
this live is not
some
picking.
some some,
I
some
I
more
can't hear
sweaters.
you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do you better than that. Hold on, man, cause you messing my groove up. All right, y'all. Now I'm back. Now, so let me say this right. So what the parents supposed to do? They didn't want to spend all their hard-earned money, they fixed income, and bought their kid hoodies because traditionally it's cold in the Flint school system. So now what they supposed to do? Their kids can't even wear these hoodies no more. So y'all done took the hoodies, y'all taking their cell phones. What else y'all gonna take? Flint school board system. Y'all need to get in there in that room and come up with a plan for these babies to have their phones when they come off that bus, and for them to fix this heat for the ones that's wearing thin t-shirts and you know what I mean? They can't afford sweaters and all that shit, man. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, Melissa? Yeah, your kid gets a jacket, but what about the other kid, Melissa? The parents can't afford it because they went out and spent their money on hoodies in September. You know what I'm saying? And they on fixed income. Not what they supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing with the cell phones. Now, if one of the kids, little girls or Jeffrey Dahmer or a pedophile motherfucker get behind them, they can't even call for help. They can't even call their Uncle JoJo or the police. You get what I'm saying? The shit all messed up. The Flint school system, the board need to get in there and figure it out, man. Y'all say y'all for the kids, figure it out. Then, like I said, y'all got all these different cultures of kids, black cultures at that. You got these different gang bangers all in one school, man. You got the North Side kids in there mixing with the South Side kids. That's a recipe for disaster, man. Meanwhile, y'all got Davidson and Grand Blanc lit because the y'all sending the athletes out there and they lit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all putting all these different gang bangers in one school, man. These different gangs. Can you hear me, Rick? Can you
Yeah,
hear
hold
me?
on, man. Let me step outside.
You fucking alive up, man.
I ain't got no reception in that basement.
Yeah, of course.
Well, I'm outside now, man. Let's knock this off before I freeze to death.
Yeah, man. I mean, you can get off, man. I'm
No,
on
I'm
my
good, man. I
agenda.
need to knock
I'm
this
on
off.
my agenda, man. All right,
Yeah,
I'm
cause
on
this
my
is
agenda, man.
yeah, cause
If
this is
you,
important.
yeah, it's important. These two things we touching tonight is important. The Flint public school system and that recall c- c- bullshit. But anyway, um,
Keep talking while I put my gloves on.
man. All I was saying was we need to change this school system quick, man. It won't be. I'm gonna say. I done said it before. I'm gonna say it again. 60 months from now, it will be not. It will not be no Flint public schools. Public school system will not exist, man.
Yeah.
But if motherfuckers step up like I was supposed to be school board, if they put their heads together in the meeting of the minds and don't come out that room until they got the cell phone thing figured out and they got the heat figured out and they got putting all these kids in the same school. They need to open up another school, man. They need to
And
lobby to open up a North Side school, man.
that heat situation should have been fixed before the first day of school, bro. I ain't feeling that, man. They've been having this heat situation ain't brand new. They should have had that fixed. They
and I
should have
bet
had
you,
that fixed.
and I bet you, how many people on the board, bro? How many people on the board? 9 or
I
what?
think
4,
it's
5?
9.
Okay, and I bet you, I'm willing to bet my last dollar, and I bet you, if it's nine, if it's 9 people on that board, I bet you at least 7 of their kids. I mean, at least 7 of them, their kids go to a charter school or a suburban school. What you bet? They don't give a fuck. It's a paycheck to them, man.
I
It
don't.
ain't no.
I don't.
It ain't no. It
I
ain't no
know.
passion. It ain't no passion
Uh,
to them, man.
I don't. I don't think none of them have a kid that goes to the Flint Public School.
There
Most
you
of them don't
go.
even have kids. Some
There
of
you
them is
go.
grandparents. And
So,
I know for a fact the one that
or they
has
or they
kids.
or they grandparents. I mean, or they grandkids.
Yeah,
My whole
yeah.
point is, they need somebody on the board where this is not just a job, it's a passion, man. Because they got a son in there, they got a daughter in there, they got a grandkid in there. You see what I'm saying? They treat it like it's. I mean, I know it's a job. It is a job, but that's what they treat it like. It's a job instead of a passion. We need somebody to be passionate, man. I don't care, Rick Jones, if you get mad. I'm telling the truth. Shit,
That's
I don't
one.
care. I don't care.
That's that's one position that you gotta have a heart, and your ultimate goal need to be you doing it
Man,
for the future, and you
man,
want
you got
and you want a bright future when it comes to education. When it
you
comes to
gotta have a
education,
passion.
because
You gotta have a passion for the job, man. Same
you
thing
got
as a teacher.
because that's the worst paying job you can be elected to, as far as versus the city council and of course the mayor and all the other positions that you can run for office. So if you get into that, you got to have a passion and a desire, and you got to have a connection. And the Flint Public Schools ain't finna go nowhere until they get a hold of those parents and those kids that live in the city of Flint that don't go to Flint Public Schools, and find out why they don't go to Flint Public Schools and give them what they're getting in the other school system, bring that back to Flint. And the second thing they got to do is change the mindsets of these kids that got us fighting over them having cell phones in their school and wearing hoodies and not being allowed to wear hoodies in a building that don't have heat, which is ridiculous. It's exceptions to every rule. And when your heat don't work, you just gotta suck it up. Get your heat right, because I understand the fact, like I said yesterday, I understand the fact it ain't cool for a kid to get around the camera and before he can be identified, put a hoodie on and start punching somebody. That's not right. But it's also not right for the A and B student that don't never cause a problem to sit in the classroom and freeze.
No, I'm gonna tell you what ain't right. They put all these North Side and South Side kids in one school with all these different culture shocks, game bangers. So the kids that's really trying to be something, they can't get a good education. Number one, because it's cold in there. Number two, because you got all these fights and distractions. You got the game, but you know what I'm saying? It's a recipe for disaster. So till they
Yeah.
get control of that, it's not gonna work. And
So,
the only way to get control of that is open another school, man. The school for the
well,
North Side kids, man.
Northwestern should have never closed. Northern should have never
Exactly.
closed.
They need to reopen it like ASAP. I'm talking about
And that's a
Northwestern,
crying shame
like
how far
today.
down they let Northern get. Northern can't
Man,
even be open now.
Northern done. Northern done for. But Northwestern still tomorrow you can have class in there tomorrow. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what all the north side kids just stay on their side of town. South side kids stay on their side of town. Do they learn it over there? We do our learning up here on the north. See, it's designed, man. They designed it for failure. And they sitting around, ain't nowhere in the world I can sit around on the board and watch this happen, man. As me being a black man in America. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
ain't no way in the world, Rich, because it's. I'm just gonna go and say it. These white people playing chess, they ain't playing checkers, man. They did this shit on purpose. It's by design, man. It wasn't
Yeah.
about no financial straits and all that shit, man. They created that shit, man. They created that problem, just like the water. You know what I'm saying? They created that shit, man.
Yeah.
Anything to downgrade Flint, Michigan, because why? We're a predominantly black city in the United States of America, and we're traditionally known for what? Great athletes, bro. You know that.
Great people.
We great people. Man, we used to kick Davidson and
Yeah,
uh
man.
man, look, not the original, not Carmen Ainsworth, Carmen, man, places like that. Owasso, Clio, Kersley. Man, can I keep? Do I need to keep
They
going?
didn't even want to see Flint Southwestern.
Man, listen, man. We used to kick all their asses, man. They said,
Hamity wasn't even on our radar.
man, Hamilton wasn't even on the
Wasn't
level,
even
bro.
they wasn't even a
Listen,
factor. They wasn't even a factor.
see, and they even the playing field, man. They did this shit on purpose. They said we got something for the N word. I ain't gonna say the word. We got something for these little N words because we gonna bring them down to their knees. They gonna help us build our programs. They gonna help us build up our schools. You know what I mean? When you send your kids out to suburban schools, if you buying them lunch, you supporting that community. You putting money in that community. You know what I mean? You might have to put your, you might have to,
They now they
when you
got it to
drive.
where the money that would be
Listen,
going to the Flint school because you was enrolled there is going to charter schools or wherever you put your child at.
man, I don't think so. If I go drop my son off in Grand Blanc High School,
They're going
and
to pay Grand Blanc High
listen,
School for teaching your
listen,
son.
and I pull up at the gas station right across the street from Grand Blanc High School, fill my tank up because I got to get home.
Yep.
Stop at the McDonald's next door to that. I just spent money in that community, man.
And that's what's happening.
See, you know what I mean. The North Side ain't getting a motherfucker dime, man. We getting squad the fuck out. Just like
Yeah.
Southwestern, all the money moving south. And what's closer to south? Grand Blanc, Burton. Come on, man. Think about it, man. Why they didn't do the same thing with Northwestern? Why they didn't flip it, close Southwestern, and do the same thing they doing with Southwestern with Northwestern? I'm gonna tell you why. Cause Southwestern, because Northwestern is on the north side of Flint now, and they trying to fade out the north side, man. They trying to make this motherfucker one big ass. Just go back to the ARPA funds and the water card. Just go back to all. They trying to the developers gonna come through here, man. I'm telling you what's gonna happen, Rich. The developers gonna come to the north side, buy all this land cheap. They gonna knock down all these houses. They gonna make this motherfucker one big flat ass parking lot, and come back in, develop and sell this shit high as hell. They gonna buy cheap and resell high. Get y'all black ass out of here legally, tax wise. That's what they gonna do, man. And the north side gonna be no more. That's what's gonna happen, man. That's what's
Facts.
happening. They already preparing. They got the kids. They already closed the schools down. They already fucked the water up. They already spent their ARPA funds. Come on, man. Y'all can't see this. Y'all can't see they all go together. They all go
It's
together.
wide open. It's wide
Then they
open.
put these certain people on their boards in place that don't give a fuck.
To make sure
They
that
just
the
go,
votes keep going to give our city
yeah,
away. Yep. And
yeah,
down.
they
Yep.
go, yeah. They just gonna keep getting a
Yeah.
paycheck and keep it going. You know what I mean? And they do just as much. They do enough. They do just enough, man. That ain't good enough, man. They got to be more passionate when it comes to this school shit. Because the kids are our future, man.
Yeah.
And like I said, I got inside information. Southwestern is full of gangbangers, man. North side, south side gangbangers. They full of Flint police. They full of teachers that don't give a fuck. They just getting a paycheck. I got inside track on this shit, man. And that's what's going on in the Flint schools. In that particular Flint school. And it's cold as hell in there. They running that motherfucker like a dictatorship, man. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. God pray for us. That's all I can say,
Yeah,
man.
they been. I heard something about they had a coat drive where they gave every kid in Flint a coat. Fix your heater
No,
system, man.
no, this is what they should be doing
That's
is
what I heard. They
giving
did that.
giving every student, whether I don't care what their parents' income is, get every student a voucher for a brand new coat. I'm just saying, man. Just keep it fair.
I don't know if they was giving out vouchers or they was giving out actual coats, but I heard that coats was available to every Flint student. So how that going? Cause we
So,
hear I'm a firm man that be hearing
let
a
me read what
whole lot
Melissa
of
say.
things that sound good on paper, but
Let me
ain't nothing
let
in
me
reality. And I
let me
don't
read
know if
what
that's one of those or not.
and let me read what Melissa said. My son can't do a regular classroom, so he would never be in Flint schools. Just like we lived in Owasso, he was in the RESD program when we moved to Swartz Creek. Then after over a year, there he was put in the GISD day treatment program and been in it since when other kids were able to get back in their schools. Man, let me ask you this, Melissa. What the fuck did you move back here for? You just told me you was in Owasso. What else you said? You was in Owasso. You was in Swartz Creek. Why would you come back here, man?
Those
The
are two
water
good
crisis.
school systems.
Why would you know what I'm saying, Melissa? That I wouldn't have came back here. I mean, for one, I know you knew we had a national water crisis. I know you knew that. Then traditionally, this go all the way back to me and Rich days. Flint always been a rough, tough place to grow up in. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's just they on a different level now. But Flint always been a tough city to live in. You know, but I don't know why you would come back here, Melissa. I mean, I don't know. Because once I ever do leave this motherfucker, I ain't never coming back. Um, but
Terrence,
Rich.
Terrence, Terrence, you never know because I left here and I came back. I came back what I should have stayed away. You know,
Uh,
shit. I suppose
but,
I should be out of town in California or Orlando, Florida right now as we speak. But I'm here. So, but I understand what you're saying. But sometime, man, it got to be some kind of sacrifice. Somebody got to sacrifice and pray that the right people see the sacrifice and start doing it too. And these bad kids are the ones that I'm talking to. Y'all got to gain self control because the system ain't stopping y'all, so y'all got to stop yourselves. Simple as that. If the system ain't doing it, y'all got to be smart enough not to fall for the banana in the tailpipe.
well, I ain't giving none of these motherfuckers a pass, bro. The Flint, whoever, the superintendent, the president, whoever the fuck, get y'all shit together, man, and get these babies some heat and get their cell phones back. Implement a system where they can drop their cell phones
Man, ain't they bragging
in a
about building
box.
new schools and stuff like that, man? Y'all
I
should be
don't
bragging
know.
about fixing that heat,
I don't
man.
know.
They
I
only
don't know.
got like four fucking schools. Damn, it ain't
And
like they
y'all
got a lot of schools.
and y'all need to see about opening Northwestern back up ASAP. Get them North Side kids off the South Side, man. Before y'all have something y'all don't want, man. I got
Well,
inside information, man. I got inside information. It's a lot of shit going on in that school that shouldn't be going on, man. It's a lot of different personalities, man. It's a lot of different shit going on in that school. Just like if you mix ammonia and bleach together, what's gonna happen?
you're
It's
gonna
gonna
have a
explode, bro.
problem.
You're gonna have
You're
gas.
gonna
You're
have
gonna have a
problems.
problem. There
You're
you
gonna
go,
have
man.
breathing problems and all kinds. Yeah, you're gonna have
All
problems.
that shit. It's a recipe for disaster. What I'm saying is the recipe for disaster. That's what
Yep.
they doing. They putting bleach and ammonia in a bucket in that school, man. But anyway, Rich, let's get to our other subject. You out there
Yeah.
freezing your nuts off. Um, listen, right? So me and you had a conversation earlier about recalls, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you made me understand a lot of shit I didn't understand because I kept asking you. I know the basics of it, but I didn't know the politics of it until you just told me.
Yeah.
The politics of it is fucked up. I'm gonna tell you why, right, bro? Because I always be hollering. I always be hollering. Hold on, let me put Miss Beverly Biggs number up so they can't say I'm hating. They can't say I'm hating. Okay, so this what I get out of this, right? Um, this past this past December, they had started a recall for Liddell again, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
God damn, yes, ma'am. But
Man, y'all
anyway,
tripping. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I said I straighten it up quick, man. Come on now.
all
I
right.
put
So
important information out there
hold
without
on.
saying important information.
Now follow me, Rich. You gotta follow me. You gotta follow me
I'm
on this
listening.
because I
I'm
don't know
listening.
everything about the recall. Okay, so we the deadline was December 29th to get a certain amount of signatures, right?
To get
For
her on the
Liddell.
May ballot. Yes.
We failed that, right? Right?
Miserably.
Okay, no, okay, just follow me. We
I'm
failed
listening.
that, right? Okay, we failed that. Okay. So now we on the new recall hookup to get her off the ballot in August, right?
Yep.
Right? Okay.
Yep.
So and then it's been brought to my attention that it's a bunch of 75, 80-year old people on the recall team. Right? Am I right?
Got me feeling bad about myself. Yes.
Got you feeling bad. Exactly. There ain't nowhere in the world our elders should be out here lobbying for nothing but a cup of coffee and a donut. Right or wrong?
Yeah.
Um, that's why I'm saying I learned the politics side of the recalls today of the senators. And I'm just gonna say it, I don't care. Then so um you didn't help on the last one, right? Because I know you had to do the feed 60 and you had other
The
pre
one that
you had
the one that took place that they was trying to get done by the
no
29th.
the one right,
Uh,
the recent one. The most recent one.
I didn't
Hold on, man.
physically
Hold on.
participate.
Hold on, Rich. You ain't gotta do all that. I'm trying to get a point. Okay.
Okay.
You didn't, and the reason why you didn't because you was doing your feed 60, and then you had death in your family. Remember that? You had death in
Yeah.
your family.
And
You
I'm
had the
also
feed 60
working.
going on, and you working. Okay, so that was understandable. Okay, in process, we had a bunch of people that was supposed to get together and get the signatures, but like you said, they failed miserably. Which is it ain't nothing to glorify or
Just
condone or
the
nothing
truth.
like that. Yeah, it was just the truth. Okay, so now go back to the recall before then with Eva Worthy, right?
Yeah.
That was successful, right?
Yes.
Who was it? Was you involved in that one?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going through with this. So all the time I hear people blackballing Rich Jones. Rich Jones don't know this. Rich Jones don't know that. I always say Rich Jones is the GOAT of the signatures. Just face it, your system. Once you told me what your system was against signatures, I knew you was the truth. You know what I mean? And like I said, you had just got this help got the signatures for Eva. Okay. Then you weren't able to participate in this last one, and we fell short miserably. Now let's
Yeah.
just see something. Let's just watch this. Now this new one is coming up. You finna help on this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see how this play out.
It
That's what
should
I'm
play
going
out
at.
good because what they did, instead of turning in the signatures that they gathered on the 29th and been real short, they decided to just continue to collect. So So we got the rest of the 60 days to which will be February the 1st to get all the signatures. Um, I'm really shocked that we didn't have enough signatures without my participation by the 29th of December. I'm shocked. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you that I'm shocked. I'm shocked that they are so far away that the drive continued instead of them just turning in and saying a prayer like they did when they turned the signature in the first time when I was begging them to get another 100. So when this time, so at this point right now, I'm real upset, and then I get even more upset to find out what we have swindled down to when it comes to the effort of getting signatures. And like I said, I'm getting myself together to where I'm finna put a nice little string together and try to bring some justice to our city. Um, it's sad though, and February the 2nd, I'm going to go in. We're going to go live, and I'm going to go into details, explaining exactly how I feel about the petition game in the city of Flint. Um,
There's a lot of politics to it, man.
it's what happened. What happens in the city of Flint is in this situation. I'm just gonna keep it real. Ain't no grandkids, man. Listen, when I was getting signatures in California, people that was doing that, I'm gonna say this again. Ain't nobody collecting signatures right now for the pay because the pay sucks. If anybody is collecting signatures for pay, they're not collecting signatures, and that's why you got 75 and 80-year-old women going out there getting signatures. You gotta think about it. It's a whole lot of nephews, nieces, and grandkids and kids that ain't out there getting signatures.
Yeah, cause they ain't paying them shit. If they ain't get them some incentive, we'll get the signatures. These
So
motherfuckers need to quit being cheap, man.
so that's one problem. But there's another way around that. And that was why I was calling and begging to get 30 people out. Because if you can get 30 people out volunteering, it ain't that bad to throw in an hour and a half. You ain't really sweating. You see what I'm saying? Versus the number that they got there under pressure.
Man, this is what I figure. I don't really know too much about it, but from what you explained to me, if you had 10 people that did 1 hour apiece
A day.
a day, that's ten hours of signatures. I don't know what the number amount would be, but if you did that every day, dedicated 10 hours to getting these signatures, I think that would
You
work,
would
Rick.
have if you had just had them if you just had them 10 people
Everybody did an hour.
that
Everybody
got
did.
six
Everybody did an hour.
signatures, and they all should get at least 6 signatures in 1 hour's time. If they just
So that
did that, that's 60
so
signatures.
so that's 60 signatures a day, clean signatures, right?
Yeah, yeah, because I'm counting just the clean one. I'm omitting the bad one. They gonna get
So
more than six,
so
but
so
I
in five
guarantee six
days,
of them gonna be legit.
so in 5 days, that's 300 signatures, right?
Thank you,
Man, come on, man. 10 days, you got 600 signatures, man.
thank you,
And you slow walking. You slow walking.
thank you. Cause honestly, Terrence, if they would have turned in these petitions on the 29th and would have fell short, when the weather broke, I was gonna go out and get all of the signatures. I was gonna go out and get 900 to 1,000 good signatures by myself without pay. I wasn't asking for no pay or nothing. That what my plan was. And if something happened to where we turn them in on February the 4th and something go wrong, then I'm going back out there when the weather break by myself. If somebody want to join me, they can. But far as me going live saying I'm doing this on there, ain't none of that. I'm just going out getting the signatures.
It's just that simple, huh, bro?
Got to get done.
I mean, do me a favor, Rich John. I know you ain't God. I know you ain't Superman. But get those signatures, man, for the city, man. Please.
Now, this all it is. That's why I'm going out this time because, like I said, on February the 2nd, I'm going to go into detail about how I really feel about everything because I got some stuff on my chest, but I don't want to sound like I'm hating and I'm this and I'm that. So I'm
Well,
going to wait
well,
till
guess,
February the
well,
2nd
guess
and
what?
break it
Well,
down.
well, guess what? I'm gonna say it for you. I know how you feel like, cause you got your eye on that second war seat, as you should, as you got the right to, cause you a community leader, you an activist, you a concerned citizen of Flint, Michigan. Shit, you just fed 60 plus people out your own pocket. Um, so that's why I say I learned the politics side today. Like a lot of people, they want you to go out and get the signatures, but they don't want you to run for that seat, bro. Just put it on the floor, Rich.
Ain't that something?
Just put it on the floor. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say it, bro. You know I'm blunt. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if they don't like me, Rich. I'm not running for nothing. I'm just gonna say the truth. Y'all want to blackball Rich Jones. Y'all want to blackball Rich Jones, but y'all want him to help y'all get the signature, which he gonna do because he a good guy and he is a passion for him and he want what's best for the city. But y'all won't even give him a chance, man. That's it. That's just so wrong on so many levels, man. I can say he a better guy than me because I would hold a grudge about that. But hey, that's how Rich Jones, man. You know what I mean? Like I be telling y'all, Rich don't never. I don't know where y'all get that Rich be cussing at. Rich barely cuss. I ain't never seen Rich get mad. I just seen him tell the motherfucker what he wanted to tell the motherfucker now. You know what I mean? What was on his mind. But I ain't never seen him get mad. I ain't never seen him go on a rant. And I ain't never seen him cuss nobody out. And he helped the people, man. Come on, man. What I mean, cause he don't drive a Cadillac truck
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I
and
don't
got and
drive a
got.
Cadillac because I got an improper impound. Let's tell the
But
truth, man.
man, I'm talking
I had
about
to carry it.
hey, nigga, I'm talking about a brand new Cadillac truck. Hey,
Never will get one.
with a
I ain't
shiny
finna get no
peaky.
more used ones, man.
Hey, with a
That insurance bill
hey,
and that registration ain't nothing to play with.
hey, look, with a shiny peaky ring and a 3-piece suit on. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they want to blackball you, man. But hey, if they want, we already got tricked by this minion, this little our mayor. He fancy dressers, shiny bald head, shiny pinky ring. He ain't doing shit. They should seem like they should get enough of them type of people in Flint, Michigan, man. Get some real people. Then you tell me something about it was a lady that won a seat and she was homeless, Rich.
Homeless state rep
See what I'm
out of
saying?
Detroit.
And I bet
Man,
you,
she didn't even listen. Now I got outfits to wear. I'm gonna put a hat on with my suits, but I got outfits to wear. That woman had to be bought her inauguration clothes.
no, no, I ain't saying that. I'm saying this lady was homeless. You know, she homeless. She not no fancy dresser or none of that. She a
Yep.
people person though. She a people person, and she won it. So what?
The
You get what I'm
people,
saying?
the people
She,
with money knew the desire that was needed, and they put the effort behind to get. Hell, Dugan won. The Detroit mayor, he won as a write-in candidate to become mayor of Detroit.
see, that's the thing about it. Our culture,
It's all about the people
Flint,
behind you, bro.
Flint culture is way different than Detroit culture. Just like Kwame Kilpatrick. If Kwame came back today, bro, all the shit that they accused him of, because he didn't do all that, but all the shit they accused him of, Kwame still got support. If Kwame came back and said he was running for mayor, he'll win.
It's a
That's
lot of
how
people
Detroit.
love.
That's
It's
how.
a lot of
That's how
people
Detroit.
love Kwame. You right.
Man, that's what I'm trying to tell you. The
You
culture is
right.
different in Detroit. They give you second chances. They don't shine you. They don't look down on you. Like our gatekeepers and the powers that be in here put that put that root on you in Flint, and you just be forever blackballed, man. Because of our culture in Detroit. Man, say look at Marion Barry. They caught this nigga smoking crack.
And they reelected him.
And he got reelected. See
He
what I'm
went to
saying?
jail and came back and won.
That's what I'm trying to get at, man. They want to judge people. Flint is different, man. Flint is a different animal, man. I know you heard the saying, if you can live in Flint, you can live anywhere. If you can
And that's
survive in Flint,
that's tr- that's true,
and
cause I
that's
done
true.
done it. I done
That's
done
so
it.
that's so true because we got a bunch of cutthroat, crab in the bucket, crumb snatching, hating people in here, man. Unforgiving people though. That you know what I mean? They gonna hold little petty shit against you. You know what I mean? Versus Detroit, big cities like Detroit, Atlanta, DC, they giving people second chances. You know what I mean? All I can say is, man, um, if I gotta vote for somebody in the second ward, it's gonna be for Rich Jones. Cause I know, cause see, I'm voting. I'm gonna vote. I vote with my wallet, bro. I don't vote with my heart. If you vote with your heart, this is what you get. You gotta vote with your wallet, man. You know what I mean? If y'all don't know what I'm saying by that, I'm sorry, but vote with your wallet, not your heart.
And vote for somebody gonna try to make sure you can have a wallet.
There you
It's a
go.
lot
My
of these
whole
people
point.
running around here. They really got us stressed out. We got a lot of stressed out people in the city.
They don't want you to have shit, man.
We
They
got a
want,
lot of stressed out
hey,
people in this city.
we in the city where the rich get richer and the poor don't get a motherfucking thing.
Fucking thing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, Rich, I'm
Real
sorry.
talk.
Hey, man, but it's real talk.
Real talk.
Um,
Sorry to
yeah,
say
man.
that,
So
but we
sorry to
gotta.
say it. Sorry to say it, but like I said today, I learned a lot today. I learned the politics of the recall. There's a lot of politics in that, and Rich broke it down for me. And
Yeah,
then,
it is.
and then, then I learned some shit about that Flint school system, man. I learned a couple things today. Hey, you never too old to learn. Old dog ain't never too old to learn new tricks.
Oh
And
yeah, that's when the end of the day coming when you too good to learn.
and that's why I came here tonight. I want to talk about the Flint school system, and I want to talk about the politics and the recall signatures, man. Because that's what it is. What is it? What you say, Rich? Politics?
Yeah,
Politics? It's a lot of
yeah,
politics. It's a lot of politics in the recall game, man.
yeah.
And especially when you got the top administrator, the mayor administration going against the grain, don't want you to recall this person that you're trying to recall. So you already got the eyes against you.
Yeah.
Ain't no secret. Everybody know Liddell is a Neely crony. Everybody know that. That ain't no shit. That's no secret. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And the other ones too. That's voting the other way. You know what I mean? See what you got. What you got, Rich? What you got, man, for us in closing, man? So you can get out of the cold, man.
Yeah. Only thing I got to say is shit. While I was at work today, I got a lot of missed calls, and damn near everybody I got a missed call from has something to do with these signatures. So the desire is there. So suck it up. Do what you got to do. Um, I'm talking to myself. Keep your word as far as your New Year resolution that you're gonna look at. You're gonna look for the good and not the bad in situations, and continue to put my goals and agendas first. Cause trust me, man, I'm doing stuff. I'm doing Zoom meetings and riding down to Saginaw and riding down to Lansing, and I'm really putting the No More Tears effort. The It Ain't Just You. I'm really putting something behind it. I'm really putting something behind my program called Right, Rewarding Young Positive Energy. So I'm really putting myself and my dreams and my agenda first. But I ain't giving up, and I'm never gonna let my sisters, Miss Claire, Sister Deloney, it hurt my heart that I ain't out there throwing lefts and right. I really wish they shouldn't have to be out there. They shouldn't have to be out there. Uh, Either more men need to step up, um, either more people need to push their young kids. I remember when I was 18 years old, my grandma woke me up early in the morning and made me go stand in a long line at Burston and taught me how to vote. And made sure I voted every day since I've been 18. So when it come to being bogarted by your adults, hell, I've been bogarted. So I speak with pride when I say, man, get them young kids out there to get to do the job of these young folks, because at the end of the day, all the fights and stuff, they're the one that's going to receive the rewards. You know, they're the ones who's next to be homeowners to lose their house to somebody selling their house to a billionaire that don't even live in Flint. You
Exactly.
know, they the next ones
That the
to have to
future.
worry about where their kids gonna get an education from. They're the
That's what we
next
do.
ones. You know, they so this is all that, you know, they're the next ones to be raising their kid in the city under emergency management. I just keep it real. So they got more years left on this earth than we do. So we really need to encourage them, and they need to learn, because they are the most feared. They fear them way more than they fear me. A
Hey,
young man acting the way I'm acting, I would have to encourage him to wear bulletproof vests and carry guns. It's just that serious. But
right.
because of who I am, they can, oh man, just they'll be on a hot topic tomorrow. Don't worry about Rich Jones. Don't they don't worry about that. Don't just that's not addressable. Just like when I ask the city council, I'm gonna get out of here after I say this. Did y'all try to find another way to pay that $72 million, or were y'all always planning on putting it on the taxpayers' back? And I get no response. Just like when I said stabilize your water fund at the beginning of the pandemic, when Kildy first gave us the money, while the ink was still hot on the check years ago, and how no one gravitated to it, and now they want to throw 40 million in the general fund.
That was a
But
classic move they shot. Go ahead.
but guess who stood up with everybody and stood up to try to get $15 million sent over there to help fix the roofs and repair the porches? I did that. I didn't just say, well, hell, y'all didn't stand with me, I ain't standing with y'all. I was like, hell, that's a good thing too. That's push for that.
Hey, hey, Rich. James said, answer the phone when we get off of here, man.
All right, tell them to call me. Tell them to call me when we get off. And I'll just be leaving my phone on Do
Hey,
Not
James.
Disturb, and I don't be
Hey,
changing it
James.
back.
Hey, James. Call Rich in 5 minutes, man. Hey, Rich. Like you say, they can use you, but don't use you up. Um, we speak for the streets. The hood gotta say the hood. These white people playing chess, not checkers. We gonna make the hood great again, man. We got this bitch, Rich.
All right, peace out, baby.
Peace.